Find out what's going on. Get involved. Change things from the inside. Make a difference. Take pride. Multicultural at its best. The Luisa Marshall Show. Coming up.
Today, all new Simply the Best, Season 6. Creating lifestyles, mind, body, spirit. The secret of healthy, glowing skin. At Derma Bright Clinic, their passion is helping their clients achieve bright skin. A combination of effective, professional skincare products, services, take-home kits, and specialized machines. One of the best ways to have great skin is from within.
It starts with the inside. When we talk about inside, we're not just talking about what you consume, the nutriments and the nutrients that you have.
Derma Bright Clinic offers a pain-free, non-invasive, no downtime, safe modalities, and a relaxing experience that will leave a renewed and refreshed look. All these coming up. We have a special show. Welcome to Season 6. Today is all about my faves: skincare, anti-aging, facials, skin tightening, nutrition, and much more that we ladies and some men want to know. We are featuring for the first time Derma Bright Clinic. My special interview with Derma Bright President Estrellita Gonzalez and top-notch Senior Aesthetician Sandra Mah. Here's the beginning of Mind, Body, Spirit, the secret to healthy, glowing skin. Wow, it's nice to be here finally. How are you? How are you, ladies?
Very well.
Wonderful. Thank you. So glad to have you here.
Oh, no, it's nice to be here. I'm really intrigued. How do you help a lot of people achieve to get that really beautiful, healthy skin?
Great skin starts from the inside, and I believe very strongly that it is a multifaceted approach to how we look outside is really much affected by how we are from the inside. Our place here, Derma Bright Clinic, shares space with a holistic doctor and his team, so people who are coming to us with skin issues can also address their internal systemic issues with the doctor, and then we can help with professional services, recommending the proper skincare routine, the right take-home kits, and education around what are you eating, because the diet is a very big part of it's often the crux of most problems from the skin stem from our systemic issues around food. And are we sleeping? Are we drinking enough water? Are we exercising? It's a multi-pronged approach to education, and having people like Sandra. I mean, Sandra is the best that I've ever met in this business, and she's been a great addition. Obviously, she's our chief person here and has done a great job in helping really share the mission of wanting to educate people.
Sandra, great skin.
Thank
you
you.
Always have great skin.
Thank you. She said it starts with the inside. When we talk about inside, we're not just talking about what you consume, the nutriments and the nutrients that you have. I'm also talking about how you think. I'd like to address the fact that when we're talking about what we're taking inside, we're not just talking about the external hygiene, we're talking about internal hygiene. The internal hygiene comprises of the food you eat, what you think, how you think, okay, and also the spiritual part of it too. Because when you combine all together, that's when your body heals properly. When I say detox, you let go. Let go of emotional problems, because that can cause a buildup of your internals. And from that point, the toxins build up in your body and you cannot sleep, and then you break out.
Whoa.
It's a big cycle.
Yeah, so it actually starts within.
Within, yes.
Starts within.
It starts within.
It
So
starts within.
it's not all the pound of cream that you put
No,
on your face.
absolutely not.
It's an equation of many parts, right? There's just so many parts to that final outcome. And I think you can go and spend thousands of dollars on skincare for the outside, but if you're not dealing with your internal parts, as Sandra said, you know, the psyche, your philosophy about life. Happy people look healthier. Happy people look happy and healthy. So I think it's so true, that sort of all-encompassing mind, body, spirit combination will definitely benefit your skin. Now, we can help in obviously some aspects of that, because if you're doing that internal work, and I would say you got to do the work. As the older we get, the more we realize that you got to do the work, and that's fine because we're all motion. We're all like arts, pieces of art in motion. And I think life, that's the beauty of aging, and aging has such a negative connotation in this life. And it's sad because in so many cultures, aging is actually revered, you know, but we're very youth obsessed in this world. I'd love to think that we can change that. You know, I think the baby boomers are trying to do that. And I think we have to embrace that aging is actually, it can be a very positive thing. It is.
Positive.
And let's work on the best person that we can be from the inside out. And I think that will help us glow from the outside in as well. And those little parts that can maybe use a little bit of tweaking, we can definitely help with that here.
We all need a little bit of tweaking. I need a lot of tweaking. How is your approach to a flawless beauty skin better than other skin spas and clinics?
The difference is the training and the enthusiasm we have. Once I graduated from school, I didn't just stop there. I trained myself. I went and continued on to find out more. The training I have is a lot more different than what we have today in a school. The certification is very, very different. I'm just not certified locally with the board examinations that we have, but also international standard. The standard I have, we had to study the herbology, nutrition, everything from the inside out, healing, different parts is holistic, synergetically involved into one whole, which is our body, right? So, and we had to make our own products. We had to know the chemistry, the physics, everything about it. It's very, very intense studies that I went through. So over the years, I learned on my own. I learned from different cultures. And what it brings down to, it doesn't matter how the beauty industry has evolved. The basics are there. The basics we cannot change is how our body, the physiology of our body functions. It stays the same. You detox. When I say detox, it means letting go internally, internally, emotionally, or on a physical level to clean your inside. If your internals are cleansed, you think clearer. Your skin becomes clearer. Your eyes, your hair, your nails are healthy. It glows. If you're not healthy, it shows. Too much cigarette draws oxygen from your body. Alcohol, your liver compromised. It can't function, cannot detox that way. Go too much sunshine, not sunshine, but sun tanning.
Yeah.
You think that, you know, the cliche is that white people want to be colored darker, and the darker people want to be white.
Yeah,
right? We always want to do that. Right? And also the fact that sleep is so important. With the foods that we have today, same thing. Milk is a major, major cause of acne. People don't realize that. Where am I going to get my calcium? Well, there's a lot of resources for that, especially sesame seeds, almonds.
Yeah, you told me about sesame seeds. Broccoli, yeah.
Broccoli,
we eat a lot of broccoli,
everything,
yeah.
You get a lot of that. And people don't think, they think that it has to be an animal source. It doesn't have to be an animal source. Do a lot of research. The books there, the Google websites there, you can check on almost anything, everything now. You don't have to carry a whole encyclopedia home to do this.
So it's not too late to make a change,
Never,
right?
never.
In their diet.
No.
difference with Derma Bright Clinic, I think, with your question of what makes us different from a lot of other places, is that we're not a day spa and we're not a medi spa. We've almost created our own category because we really are about results. We want to help clients achieve their skincare results. So when they come in here and they meet with Sandra, we do an assessment and we'll give them some feedback. Well, what is it that you'd like to see different? And then we'll give them some ideas about what we can do to help them with that journey. And like I said, there could be a systemic approach where they can come in and see the doctor. We give everybody a complimentary session with him. It could mean working with our machines. That is the other part that separates us from everybody else. Most day spas do not use machines. And if they are, it might be a microdermabrasion machine. We've invested a lot of time and energy in the machines, and we have non-invasive technology that can help people with whether it's anti-aging or the dealing situation with acne, for instance. So that coupled with professional services where we're doing extractions. One reason why people have acne is that their skin is so plugged up that there's no way that we would encourage anyone to deal with that themselves. You need to be properly trained how to extract, and that's where an esthetician comes in. They can assess you.
Yeah. And the thing is, they cover it up, the acne,
And
with makeup.
And it makes it
block it up.
And it makes it
Sunblock.
Yeah.
Sunblock.
Yeah. That's a whole other issue, is the ingredients in products. So we educate people about this. Pay attention. Some of the things that you use when you were 18 do not work when you're 40. Are you reading the ingredients on these
And the
products?
food too, even the food.
and unfortunately for a lot of kids, they don't. The thing is, they're interested. I mean, if you I pay attention when I go to Choices in some of these stores, and I look to see who's buying organic food.
Yes.
It's the 20 and 30-year-olds who are buying organic food. They care about what's in their food, and they care about what's in their products. So we're really much is there parabens in there? I would look for mineral or talc or fragrance. Fragrance is one of the worst things for people.
Yeah.
And it's all artificial, it's synthetic.
Yeah.
Essential oils is fine, but if you're starting to look at it, just pay attention, read the books, and know what you're putting on your skin. What you put on goes into your body.
Absolutely. The skin, we talk about we need the calcium, we need this, we need all sorts of things. But the thing is, if your body's not absorbing it, it cannot detox. Okay? How do you detox? Well, number one, get rid of a dairy product because it produces mucus in your GI tract. In the mucus, you're going to get bacteria, you're going to get yeast, you're going to get virus, all in there. So what the first thing I tell them to do? Get off all dairy. Acne, get off all dairy.
So dairy
Cheese.
is really
Big culprit.
Sugar, salt,
Sugar.
dairy, wheat. Those
Yeah.
are really the 4 things that I know that Sandra would coach a client about
Every
their
single
diet.
one. Every single one. And a lot of people,
and what do they say to you?
they're no different than my own children. I'm a mother. I tell them what to eat. They don't listen to their own mothers, but they will listen to somebody else. Right?
The wrath of Sandra.
It's a teamwork.
Yeah.
It's a teamwork. Absolutely.
It is. It is a teamwork, and I think the fact that she's very clear with them, and you know what, they can see the difference. We've had so many great success stories with these boys, girls who come in here, and they start to take her advice. We had the one with the rice. Remember, you told
Yeah.
her no more rice.
Oh my goodness.
Her skin has already.
No more rice. Is she Filipino like me?
Yes.
Oh no!
And we have another Filipino gal too, who amazing. Her skin was absolutely
Changed.
amazing. 6 sessions with us, she was a changed woman. She
Yeah.
was so happy.
Wow.
Yeah.
We have a lot of testimonials from that.
We do have before and after pictures on our website, and we build on that all the time. People need to see the evidence, and that is the problem for a lot of people today is that they're very concerned about their privacy. It's not everybody's willing to
Yeah,
actually
that's
have
right.
their photos online, especially online, because Lord knows where a lot of these things end up. So it is a bit of a challenge. But you'll see a number of written testimonials already on the site. And like we said, we build on that all the time because I think people do need to see the proof. And this is also part of our journey is in educating people about our machines.
Yeah.
What are they? What do they do?
We're just not selling you products.
Exactly.
You know.
So may I ask you? You said it's pain-free.
Well, we don't
machines.
injure the skin. That's the thing, is a lot of products, a lot of services injure the skin to try to make the skin develop or become smoother because it's a collagen buildup. That layer of collagen is actually very fine scar tissue. When you have the fine scar tissue on that, products you put on will not be absorbed because your skin is like a sponge. It's got holes in there to absorb. But once you injure the skin by needling, okay, it helps to some degree, but sometimes overuse of needling, overuse of IPL, overuse of acid peel, your skin structure does change.
And this
Okay.
is the challenge too, because we don't use lasers. And the problem is, first of all, you want to make sure that you're dealing with a properly trained person.
Yes.
Yeah, we made a conscious choice here. I didn't want anything that was such this instant gratification where you can actually harm somebody. Nobody can get harmed with any of our machines, and that was very important to me. I don't want to be inflicting pain on people. We actually want them to have a good experience, but also have results. Now, if you want an instant mole removal or you want to get a bit of hyperpigmentation, sure, you can go do that. I actually believe that that ultimately causes a lot of long-term damage. It may be a quick fix, but chances are it's going to come back, and your skin is going to be, it's going to have changed. It's just ultimately because you're killing it basically with zapping it with the laser. Right.
Yeah.
And you know what? And I find today too, there's half the audience that wants, you know, the Botox, they want facelifts. And I think it's a very personal decision. I also believe that there's half the audience that wants a more graceful way to age and wants something that's more holistic and more natural. And that's really kind of more the playing field I think that we're in with the services and with the machines that we have. So it can take the form basically of one of our modalities, right, which is LED light. We have 7 different colors, and with LED light, it's been around many years, and different colors will do different things. Everything from a red that will stimulate collagen and elastin to the blue light, which kills bacteria. So if you're dealing with acne, we would use a blue light. Microcurrent is kind of the hot commodity these days. It's very big. It has a kind of an A.
Not as many people are using because most people are still stuck to the IPL. You know, the instant gratification because it tightens the skin. The microcurrent works on the muscle level, muscular level. So that's, and also too, because a little bit of current, a little bit of electricity, what it does, any kind of electricity with a little bit of heat, I'm not talking about burning, okay, it's heat as in stimulation of the tissue. What it does, it causes circulation, which feeds, your blood is the only way to feed the skin, the nutrient to cells. So you do it to your muscles and you do it to your skin, the upper levels, your dermis, right?
Yeah, so it's tightening.
Yeah,
so you're getting
big,
tightening, especially with microcurrent. It's very known for the tightening effects.
And do it gentle. It's very gentle. Some areas will be a little bit more sensitive in other areas because your skin, the thickness of the skin is different. The nerves around your trigeminal nerves, a different placement of it will be a little bit more sensitive depending on where your location is. So you adjust accordingly. And it has to be done properly from the insertion to the origin. Otherwise, it just does not work properly.
Yeah. How often do you have
You
to get
want
it?
I want people to think of it this way. When you're stimulating muscle, when you're stimulating anything, you want to give it enough boost so that it wakes it up. Just like if you're sitting all day, you feel, like a couch potato, you don't want to get up. But once you start moving, even for a little walk, you start getting exercise, you're feeling good about yourself. Your muscles on your face, just like the rest of your body, will feel better. Number 2, you do a little bit more. Oh, I'm feeling good. I tone up a little bit. Yeah, this is looking good. It's shaping me. Great. You do too much, you collapse. Your muscles will do the same thing. I've seen in the past where years ago, about 25, 30 years ago, when the machines start coming out for the toning muscles, they use the little probes that go like this, and they turn a little bit higher, so it causes muscle to contract and expand. What happens with that is great initially, but if you overdo it, overstimulate it, your muscles start twitching on its own. When it gets to a certain point, when you smile, all of a sudden you'll be twitching too much, or you overdo it, your muscles get to a point where it becomes accustomed to it. So in order for it to work properly, you have to go to another machine, a new model to come out that's even stronger. So your muscles are not working properly anymore. It's not functioning at a normal rate. So the microcurrent is much more gentle. Think of it this way, if you go on a diet, for instance, you go on a crash diet, you gain the weight back much faster and more. If you do a slow diet, just like microcurrent do, then you become stronger and your body become more resistant. Okay?
Makes sense.
Yeah,
Makes sense.
generally with our programs, we would recommend that somebody come in for a treatment of 6, and they're generally every 2 weeks. And then once they've done those 6 treatments, it's a maintenance program every 4 to 6 weeks. Because if you've done the work, you've got it looking, it's firmed up.
Yeah.
You're not going to stop. It's like when you work out. If you kind of get that look that you're happy with, are you going to stop working out? You've got to keep the maintenance program going. So that way you're giving yourself a treat. You're coming in. It's a relaxing experience. You de-stress. You're in professional hands, and you actually have a result that you're happy with, and it'll be part of your regular routine. as a fitness program would be.
And as I said earlier today when I was doing a facial, the same thing when you're lying down, give yourself a little boost. Like if you can't make it in here, but in between to make it last longer, lie down, go massage in. Don't just pull your skin. You're not pulling the skin. I don't want you to pull the skin. I want you to go deep into your facial muscles and push it outward in circular motions and push it outward when you put your cream on. It stimulates it again. Because otherwise, when you reach about 40 years old or so, you start, this part start hanging down, this part start hanging down. Before you know, I need 10 years. Yeah, maybe I go for a facelift. But you know what? If you can prevent that from happening, why wouldn't you do that?
Well, and you know, nowadays in this technology-obsessed world that we live in, one of the worst things for our necks is texting, because we're all down here like this, bad posture.
Goodness, now I know what happened to me. The texting.
It's bad. We're sitting at a computer. We have bad posture, and we're going to pay with it, you know, with a double chin. Yeah, definitely. So muscles need work, and our machines can help with that.
Then we've got the ultrasound too, which is, you know, the net spammy, big, you know, the triple things that we do. With the ultrasound, it stimulates on a more surface level, okay, the lymphatic system, and it stimulates the collagen too, and it also stimulates the, if you got sinus congestion here, baggy eyes,
That's me.
okay, it really stimulates it very well.
And the machine has, because you know, the machines are, what I look at is natural. We have light with the LED, we have energy with the microcurrent, and we have oxygen with the oxygen treatments. We live at a time when our oxygen today is maybe 20% of what it was in purity, say 100 years ago, because we're obviously inundated with toxicity in our environment. And so, and you know, oxygen heals. You know what they do with a burn unit, right? If someone's burned, what happens to them? They're put into an oxygen chamber. Why? Because oxygen heals the skin. And so with our oxygen machine, we're able to do that for people, for instance, with acne. You can blast, if they have active lesions on their face, you can blast them with the oxygen. It promotes the healing. So these are all designed to sort of help the body and give the body natural things that it needs, and hopefully, you know, benefits them in terms of whatever result that they're after.
Stay tuned next week for more skincare, beauty tips, and healthy lifestyle to a beautiful, bright skin. Don't miss it. Thanks for watching. Please don't drink and drive. Don't text and drive. Always be kind. Let's stop bullies. See you next week. Bye-bye.